What's up, YouTube? Winterguard here. Today we're going to revisit something I did a little while back. Was running Nightmare Andariel for SOJs. I'm going to take another swing at this. I still feel like this is going to become an optimal way to farm SOJs, especially once they remove the rate limiting on game creation. I did runs on this, and I can do these in about 30 to 45 seconds. I was usually waiting on the timer before starting a new game. So I feel like once they re-architect the global and regional databases, as they said they were going to remove the rate limiting and the queues once they get that in place. And they're probably going to not do that. They're probably not going to do ladder until that's in place. So I feel like once we get into ladder season, this is probably going to become something that people do. As I was saying, I'm making these runs in 30 to 45 seconds, so you can do this really quick. And I kind of screwed up when I did it before. I was going with my standard kill speed gear. And since this is Nightmare, the more Magic Find you could stack, the better. I've been doing pretty good on Magic Find. I was up to 291 in my kill speed gear, but I switched out the Oculus for the Hodo. My FCR is still above the 105 breakpoint, so I can still teleport just as fast as before. And I was able to stack on 50 more Magic Find. It's not P Topaz, which would add another 24, so I'm at 341. Which is, I think it's a good sweet spot. Between 300 and 400 is a good spot to be Magic Find wise. Over 400, there's a bit of diminishing returns that come into play. So I think if you can sit between 3 and 4, hit your breakpoints, that sort of thing, I think you're good to go. And what I'm going to do, I'll show you. This came up in a different video when I was talking about the farming Andariel versus Mephisto. And I was actually doing the Andariel runs quicker. And even though Mephisto only has the one level you have to navigate before you go down to her chamber, Andariel you have to do 2. But I'm going to show you real quick how I do the Andariel chamber, or the ways down, which will usually I could do these extremely quickly. And what we'll do, I'll show you. Once you look at the entrance from the waypoint, I always go right. So we're just going to blink across here, and I would say 95% of the time you will find this one pretty quick. And there it is. This almost always works for me. This going right from the waypoint is always going to be the way to do it. This next level is a little different because you're actually on the stairways this time. So this is how I approach it. Since you can see there is area above here, I normally go straight up at the 12 o'clock position. And sometimes the stair, when you come down the stairs, it'll go this way, left or right only. And I'll go left if that's the case. But if there's, if I can see rooms up above, I'll go straight up at the 12 o'clock. Now from here, once I have a decision to make, I go left or right in this pattern. I will go clockwise, and it's like Mephisto. You run, you hug the wall, see, and we hit it. So if you're doing that at full speed, that's maybe 20 seconds. So once you get down to Mephisto, since it's Nightmare, I mean, the kill speed's not a thing. You just go in and kill her. I mean, it's that fast. So as you can see, if I was running at full speed, that's 30-second clear. So once they remove rate limiting on game creation, this is probably just as fast as running Pendle, to be honest. You will hit the map that will drag you around a little bit. You can still do it. Even the long ones that I hit, I was still doing these under a minute. That's going to become a thing as far as clear speed and getting the highest drop rates for SOJs being from Nightmare Andariel. So I'm going to show you the runs now. There was a couple other items that were worth mentioning, and then we'll do a quick recap at the end. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like and subscribe. Join us on Discord. Link is in the description. We have 250 plus members now and growing. So join us there. We usually have a great time. But let's get into the runs now. Okay, we're in run 37 and we'll get our first unique ring drop. And we get Manon. That's not surprising, to be honest, and it is the first unique ring of the runs. Okay, we're in run 70. And we get our second unique ring. And this time we get a Nagel. Rolls a 25, so kind of a mid one. Okay, we're in the run 124, so we're a couple hours in at this point. And actually we get shaft stop, which is kind of cool. If you're running this and you're still kind of lower level, this is a great armor for your mercenary or like paladins with the damage, 30% damage reduction. That's a really great armor. So I rethought it. I was like, I don't need it, but then I picked it up just in case. Okay, we're in run 127. This is just a couple runs after the shaft stop. We'll get our third unique ring, and actually a double drop ring. And we get, that's right, SOJ dropped. A little over 2 hours, and we got it. Alright, as you saw, we were successful in our SOJ hunt. It took 127 runs, which is a little over 2 hours of time based off just the simple fact that we're rate limited on game creation. If you went, say, kind of halfway between 45-second runs, that puts you at around an hour and a half time-wise. So that's not too bad. And as you saw, we had some other items. I did pick up a couple of 35 chances that dropped. And there's a couple pieces of jewelry, of course. We got the SOJ on the third ring. Unfortunately, I did not get a Talrash's Ami. The set Amis dropped quite a bit, and it turns out that Nightmare Andariel actually has the second highest drop rate for the Talrash's Amulet. Number one is actually Hell level, or Hell difficulty Andariel. So we had a pretty good shot at it. I think I had 4 set amulets drop. We just didn't get the roll, the RNG on the Talrash's, but you know, you have a good chance at a couple decent or really good and valuable items farming Nightmare Andariel. So I think it's well worth it. And again, maybe hold off until they get the server stuff straight, and then you can you know, speed up the time even more to farm her. If they do that and we move into the latter season, I definitely will be running her for the SOJ. And here, I think this is it. Yeah, this is it here. So still very valuable even at where the economy is right now on D2R. SOJs are still sought after. So maybe spend a couple hours in there and see if you get lucky and hit one. But we'll go ahead and leave it there. You guys have a great day. Keep on farming.